guys, just a little video here for you. Just going to take you through some of the basic exercises that we do in class. This is just so that you can try and keep it up if you can a couple of times a week, just to keep all of the muscles working so we don't lose any strength, so that when we do get back to coming back to class we can all just kind of carry on where we left off. And hopefully if you're doing more gardening than usual, not moving around so much, this will hopefully try and keep everything mobile and try and keep you pain free. So none of the exercises I'm going to do are new. They're all ones we've done before, so you'll be familiar with them. I'll take you through the exercises, take you through the breathing, and I'll point out the bits that I'm normally looking for when I'm watching, so that you can be mindful of these when you're doing the exercise. So we're going to start on our backs. If you have a ball, then you can pop it in between your knees. If you usually have a head pad, then you can fold up a towel and pop that behind your head, just get it to the right height. So onto your backs, arms are resting down by your sides, and we'll start with your breathing. There's going to be a big deep breath in through the nose and a forced exhale through the mouth. So just keep that pattern going, in through the nose as you exhale. You want to feel your shoulders relaxing away. You want to feel your hands heavy into the mat. You want to feel your feet heavy into the mat. So everything is relaxing down, letting go of any tension, and then trying to make your exhale last for as long as you can. So on your next exhale, nice and long and slow. So you should feel your tummy naturally wanting to tighten as you finish your exhale. So on your next exhale, we want to engage those tummy muscles. So big deep breath in. On the exhale, engage those tummy muscles, pull them down towards the mat. So keep that going. It's like your belly button is being pulled down towards the mat without moving your lower back. Keep that pattern going, making sure your shoulders are still relaxed, your arms are still heavy into the mat, your feet are still heavy into the mat. We're now going to add in your pelvic floor. So still the tummy, we're just adding a little lift of the pelvic floor at the same time. So nothing should be moving on the outside. The pelvic floor is an internal movement. We're just adding it to the tummy engaging, and it should help your tummy engage that little bit further. So now we're going to rock the pelvis, we're going to mobilize that lower back. We're going to take a big deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, rock towards you, engage your tummy, pelvic floor, and we're bringing that lower back down towards the mat. We're going to inhale, rock it back the other way, so we come to a little arch in that lower back. Exhale, rock towards you, bring that lower back down. Inhale, release it back the other way. Making sure your shoulders stay down and relax, and making sure we're not curling them up. And release. We're not bringing the bottom off the mat. We're just rocking a little bit towards you. We're not jamming the back down. We're trying to get that tummy pulled down. And we're trying to get that lower back moving. Inhale, rock towards you. And exhale, rock it back the other way. This is a lovely exercise if you're feeling any tension in your lower back. And just two more. And last one. We're going to hold it there. We want that natural little curve in your lower back. And hold that position. We're going to do some hip rolls. So if you've got a head pad in, you need to just pop it to the side for me. Going to take an inhale there. Exhale, pushing through the feet. We're going to rock the pelvis towards you and we're going to peel that back off one by one as we lift those hips up in the air. We're going to try and aim for a nice straight line at the top. Take an inhale and exhale. We soften the chest first. We get the back of the ribs down and we roll through every little bit of the spine all the way back down until we uncurl that pelvis at the bottom. We're going to take an inhale here. Exhale, tuck and roll it towards you and then peeling that back off one by one as you lift those hips up. We're going to hold it at the top. Exhale, nice and slow, rolling back down, watching the shoulders aren't lifting. If you feel they're lifting, you can turn your hands up the other way. And uncurl, take an inhale. Exhale, pull that tummy down, get that lower back down first, then peel the middle part of the spine and then the upper and hold at the top. Watch your knees are staying in line with your hips and then roll it back down, nice and slow and steady, and release at the bottom. Last one. Inhale there. And exhale, nice and slow, roll it back down and release. We're going to do the hip release now. So we've got a couple of options. Option one is both feet stay on the mat and you're going to just drop your knee out to the side on an inhale. Exhale, pull that knee back up to where it started. So that's option one. Option two, if you have a ball, you can pop the ball underneath your right foot. Same again, dropping the knee out to the side on an inhale. Exhale, really engage that tummy, pull that tummy down, pull the leg back up to join. Third option, legs up in the air, and we're doing it here. And then the last option is both legs in tabletop, keep them in line with your hips, and we're dropping just the right leg out and bring it back in. I'll show you option one whilst I do the exercise. So we're going to inhale, drop your knee out to the side. Exhale, engage the tummy and then pull that tummy leg back up to where it started. So we're staying on the right leg to begin with. Watching that that opposite hip doesn't move. So if you need to, you can hold on to that opposite hip. Your knee should only be going out as far as you can keep that opposite hip exactly where it is. Really pull the tummy down on the exhale. Use the tummy to help pull that leg back up to the top. So last one. And switching to your left. So I'll do the option 4 on this side. So we inhale, drop it out, whichever version you're doing. Exhale, engage that tummy. Use the tummy to help pull the leg back up to the top. Whichever version you're doing, again, we're keeping that opposite hip exactly where it is, only going out as wide as we can keep that hip nice and steady. One more that side. And then if your legs are in the air, right leg down and left leg joins it. Next up, we're going to go into the toe taps. So again, we've got a couple of options. Option 1 is we're going to bring one leg up at a time, nice and safely, and we're going to just tap down, come straight back up, tap it down. We want to make sure that that lower back doesn't move at all. So if you need to, pop your hands underneath your lower back and make sure that the pressure on your hands doesn't change throughout. Imagine you're wearing a knee brace. We don't want the knee to move at all. The movement comes from the hips. We're tapping down on an exhale. Inhale, straight back up, tapping down. If you want to make it harder, you can bring your hands up in the air and you can do opposite arm to leg. Inhale, come straight back up. Watching there's no movement side to side. We're going straight back, so we're not twisting the body. If you want to make it even harder, you can pop a ball under your bottom and you can bring one leg up at a time and you can do your toe taps here. So it's up to you. So exhale, tapping down. Inhale, straight back up. Exhale, tapping down. Inhale, straight back up. One more each side. Inhale, back up. Last one. Inhale, back up. Right leg comes down and left leg joins it. Pop the ball out from underneath you. So this time arms are going to come out slightly wider, feet are coming together, knees are coming together. This time the opposite hip can twist with us. We want to keep both shoulder blades down on the mat. Inhale, drop the knees over to the side. Exhale, engage that tummy, pull those legs back up to the top. Inhale, other side. So we're dropping the knees over to the side. Exhale, engage that tummy. Pull those knees back up, keeping both shoulder blades down. One more each side. And last one. And hold it there. Hands come back down by your side. Feet come hip distance apart. We're going into the ab prep. So if you normally use a ball behind your head, pop it behind. If it goes into your neck, pop your hands behind your head. If not, just follow this version. So inhale, we just drop the chin down, the back of the head stays on the mat. Exhale, we lift up to look at our knees. Our hands come to that hover. Inhale, we hold that position. And exhale, we roll it back down nice and slow and steady. One of the things I look for in the exercise is what your lower back is doing. So we've got that little curve in your lower back. We don't want it to change. So as we inhale, your head nod. And exhale, come up. We want to make sure that we're not jamming that back down into the mat. We're keeping that nice neutral spine throughout. And then roll it back down. So inhale, little head nod. Exhale, engage that tummy, lift it up. Inhale, hold there. And exhale, nice and slow and steady, roll it back down. Inhale, little head nod. Exhale, lifting up. Inhale, hold. And roll it back down. Last one, little head nod. And lift it up. Hold it there. And nice and slow and steady, roll it back down. Gonna come onto your tummies. So, if you normally use the little blue head pad under your forehead, you can pop a little towel underneath your head. If you suffer with lower back problems, keep your legs hip distance apart. If not, together. Heels are squeezing together and we're holding down on the mat. So inhale, hold it there. Exhale, push through the forearms and we're lifting up and out through the top of the head. Out through the feet, pull your shoulder blades back. Lengthen as much as you can as you inhale. And exhale, roll it back down nice and slow and steady. Inhale, hold there. Exhale, push up and lift and lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Out through the head, out through the toes. Everything should be stretching. And roll it back down, making sure you're not over lifting your head. So as you come up, we're not looking up. Eye line stays down on the mat. And roll it back down. Two more. Inhale. Exhale, lift up, reach, lengthen, lengthen, lengthen at the top. And roll it back down. Last one. And lengthen it there. And come back down and then push yourself back onto your heels. And we'll stretch it out the other way. So just hold that position. And then roll it up once you're done. So we're now going to come to sitting. If you've got a ball, pop it in between your knees. If not, just keep your knees nice and in line with your hips. Hands are out straight in front. And we're going to pull your tummy back. So take an inhale. Exhale, like you've been punched in the tummy. We scoop, 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 scoop. We pull that lower back down towards the mat. As you inhale back forward, keep that tummy pulled in. And just rock it forward. Exhale, scoop, scoop, scoop. Pull that tummy back as much as you can. Keep those shoulders down. Inhale, rock back forward. Pull that tummy back. Like your belly button is being pulled backwards down towards the mat. Inhale, come back forward. Two more. and relax it down. Legs are going to come long, arms are going to come straight out in front. Take an inhale. Exhale, scoop that tummy, that same movement, pull that tummy back, and we're going to roll nice and slow, pulling that tummy back, trying to get that lower back down first, and we're going to roll down onto the mat. If you can come back up doing a roll up, then do so. If not, you can use your elbows and come back up. Take an inhale. Exhale, scoop, 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 scoop. Pull that tummy back as much as you can. Nice and slow and steady. And down onto the mat. If you can come up the normal ways, inhale, arms come down. And reach it over. Inhale, pull that tummy back. Exhale, scoop. And roll it back down. Just one more. And roll it back down. And hands come back down by your side. Go do one more exercise. We're going to do the leg circles. So right leg comes up. Left leg stays down on the mat. And we're going to do circles with your knee. Imagine a pen on top of your knee. And we're drawing little circles on the ceiling. Only go as wide as your opposite hip doesn't move. Imagine a spirit level across those hips. And we're not letting it move. So we inhale for half a circle. And exhale for the other half. Inhale one way. We want to make sure the opposite leg doesn't move. Opposite hip stays where it is. Reverse it back the other way. So we inhale back round. Keep that lower back exactly where it is. So make sure as the leg comes towards you, you're not jamming your lower back down. You keep that little pocket of air under your lower back. And one more. And then pop that foot down. Switching to the other side. Take an inhale. Exhale, lifting that leg up to tabletop. So either way first, we're going to go both ways. So inhale, start the circle. And exhale back. Inhale, start. And exhale back. One more that way. And back round the other direction. One more. Hold it there. And pop that leg down. So we're going to finish up with a roll down. Feet at hip distance apart, shoulders are relaxed. Going to take an inhale there. Exhale, nod the head, engage the tummy, roll all the way down. And hold at the bottom. Let the head hang, let the head, arms hang. Take an inhale. Exhale, nice and slow. Roll it back up. Knees are straightening. Shoulders come back and down. Two more. Take an inhale. Inhale at the bottom. And exhale, nice and slow. Roll it back up. Shoulders come back and down. Take an inhale. Exhale, nod, roll it over all the way. Inhale at the bottom. And roll it back up, nice and slow and steady. Shoulders come back and down. Hold it there. Inhale, arms come up and over. And exhale, round to the side. Inhale, up and over. Keeping those ribs down. So as you come up and over, don't let those ribs pop up. And reverse it back the other way. So inhale, round to the side. Up and over. Two more. Last one. Hold at the bottom. Inhale, shrug those shoulders up. And exhale, slide. Inhale and shrug. And slide. Two more. Last one. And we're done. Thanks, guys.